Are you feeling overtaken by irritation and rage, particularly when it appears to appear out of nowhere? You're not alone. Many of us struggle with those strong feelings, which can negatively impact our relationships, productivity, and general well-being. Today, we're going to cover 5 critical concepts from Act on Life, not on anger, that can help you break away from that cycle. Let's look in and discover how to turn anger into a route toward a more fulfilled existence. The first lesson is to embrace anger, don't resist it. The main idea here is simple. Instead of attempting to hide your anger or pretend it doesn't exist, accept it. Accepting that rage is a normal feeling may take the power away from it. So, how do we implement this? The next time you feel angry, take a moment to calm yourself. Breathe deeply. Then tell yourself, all right, I'm feeling angry right now. That's okay. This shift in perspective helps you stand back instead of reacting impulsively. This is important because acknowledging your anger helps you comprehend it better. It can prevent those knee-jerk reactions that you often regret later. You'll find that you can respond in a way that matches your beliefs, not just your sensations. Let's imagine you're at work and a colleague critiques your project in front of everyone. Instead of lashing out, you pause, realize your anger, and take a breath. You may say, I hear you, and I'll consider your feedback. By acknowledging your rage, you maintain control and exhibit professionalism. If you're ready to handle your anger and change it into something beneficial, make sure to hit that subscribe button, join our community for more advice and strategies on overcoming life's obstacles. The next major lesson reminds us that battling with anger is not a solution. Here's the deal. Battling against your anger or getting tangled up in it doesn't solve anything. It typically makes things worse. Instead of solving the problem, we end up locked in a loop of irritation and tension. To implement this step, the next time anger strikes, observe it without becoming lost in the conflict. Acknowledge the feeling, then ask yourself, what's bothering me? This can help you find the main problem rather than merely reacting to the surface emotions. The benefit is that by letting go of the battle, you open up mental space. You can focus on finding solutions rather than wasting energy on anger. Plus, you'll feel more at ease and less overwhelmed. Imagine you have a project deadline looming and your team is not reaching expectations. Instead of getting furious and pointing fingers, you take a step back. You wonder, okay, what's causing this? Is it a lack of communication? This perspective adjustment lets you approach the issue head-on, resulting in a better solution for everyone concerned. The third crucial element focuses on the center of the struggle. The heart of the problem lies in how we respond to our feelings, especially rage. Instead of just reacting, we need to understand what's underlying that rage. Often, it's not the situation itself that stimulates us, but our thoughts and perceptions of it. So, how can we work with this? When rage develops, take a moment to ask yourself, what thoughts am I having right now? Why do I feel this way? This simple practice helps you peel back the layers of anger to identify what's genuinely troubling you. The benefit of this technique is that by understanding the fundamental reason for your anger, you acquire insight into your emotional triggers. This insight not only helps you control anger better, but also enhances your entire emotional health. You'll react less and respond more. Let's imagine you become annoyed when your partner forgets to accomplish what you asked. Instead of snapping at them, you take a breath and consider, why am I really angry? Is it because I feel ignored? This revelation might bring up a healthy discourse rather than a heated conflict, enhancing your relationship. The fourth crucial lesson reminds us that controlling anger and hurt is difficult. The main point here is that trying to control or push away feelings of anger and hurt typically backfires. When we struggle to manage these emotions, we end up giving them more power over us. Instead of seeking peace, we merely generate more tension. So, how can we tackle this differently? Instead of trying to control your emotions, learn to let them be. When you experience rage or hurt, say to yourself, it's okay to feel this way. Allowing yourself to feel without judgment helps diminish the severity of those emotions. When you stop rejecting your feelings, you achieve freedom. You can digest those feelings without getting overwhelmed, which allows you to respond more intelligently rather than react hastily. If, for example, you're at that same family event and someone makes a comment that triggers you, instead of tightening your jaw and resisting the rage, you take a moment. You recognize, I feel hurt right now. By understanding your sentiments, you can choose to respond calmly, perhaps saying, that topic makes me uncomfortable. Can we talk about something else? Finally, the last crucial lesson is to commit to constructive action in your life. The basic premise here is that when you commit to performing positive acts connected with your beliefs, you move the attention away from anger and toward meaningful change. It's about turning those feelings into a drive for growth and advancement. To put this into effect, start by recognizing what matters most to you. Is it your health, relationships, or career? Set small, manageable goals that represent those ideals. Even modest actions, like going for a walk or reaching out to a friend, can make a tremendous difference. The benefit of committing to positive action is that when you focus on what you can control and take steps toward your goals, you feel powerful. You replace anger with purpose, and that leads to greater satisfaction and resilience in the face of obstacles. Let's assume you're feeling irritated because work is overwhelming. Instead of allowing that anger to linger, you decide to take action. You commit to setting aside an hour to organize your tasks or reach out for help. This proactive approach not only lessens your irritation, but also makes you feel accomplished and in charge. Thanks for tuning in today. We've identified 5 significant principles from Act on Life, Not on Rage, that might help you alter your relationship with rage. It all comes down to comprehending your feelings, embracing them, and making a commitment to doing constructive things that are consistent with your ideals. Give this video a thumbs up and forward it to someone who could use it if you found these thoughts useful. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical suggestions on regulating your emotions and living a more fulfilling life.